Hi guys, good evening. I'm just sharing the link. Wait 1 minute. All right, I'm all set here. Let me just check the chat. Hi guys, good evening. I hope you had a great weekend. The market has been really in a very tight zone for last not couple of weeks, almost like 4 weeks now. So let's see how things pan out from here to the next week. And hi Masuda, hi Jeremy. Yep, I had a good weekend, Jeremy. I hope you had the same thing. Hi Devinder, Sat Shri Akal. Hi Nilesh. Good evening. Hi Kunal. So guys, let us start from the scans. I'll start from my inside day. We have about 19 and inside day. So Google has inside day, Tesla, Costco. Costco, I'm finding it really interesting. I may add Costco here. Google is inside day on daily. Then we have Tesla on inside day. After the big earning gap, Netflix is inside day. Then we have Etsy and Roblox. So many have inside day. Roblox, I do not have. AMAT, I already have AMD NVIDIA, so I don't need AM. I do not follow RSI. Hi Kamal, hi Mushi, hi VJ. Vascular, I do not follow RSI. It's a lagging indicator, so I do not do that. I'm EC. So we have inside day on a couple of them from my list. Let's go for inside week. Oh, we have multiple inside week. Snow inside week. It's inside week. Snow, I think I have. And I am really looking forward for snow. Inside week. It's inside day and inside week. Crowd, ALW from UPST. No, I'm not interested. NASDAQ and ES are inside week because we are still in the range and the week has not started yet. So let's see how things go out. Hi, Abhinav. Hi, Sandra. So I'm ignoring that. Let's look out for some bearish candle patterns again on the daily time horizon. Nothing. Okay. If I try for a bullish one, nope, not there. All right. And guys, Friday I was doing some scripting and I added 4 columns into my watch list. I'm still testing them. Once I'm comfortable, once I feel confident that yes, they work really well. I'll share the script. I'll tell you how to use them. For now, I'm using like my basic principles, like 1234 on 30 minute, giving me up and down signal, 15-minute Heikin Ishi trend, 30-minute Heikin Ishi trend, and a daily Heikin Ishi trend. So when I'm entering into a position, even if without looking at the chart, I can clearly see that yes, they are building on 15 minutes, so it's easier for me to track them. I'm going to build a scan based on this, hopefully sooner. And once I build it, I'll share that as well. All right. So let's start from ES. ES, if you see in the last few days, especially like if you see uh, in the last 2 weeks, we are in a very tight compression zone. Okay. If you see from a bigger horizon, it looks like a bull flag. Okay. We are still holding the 12 EMA, which is really, really good. We have a really big support of the long-term trend line, which we have held since 30th of March, and we have not broken below that. A day before, we also overtook the 12 EMA. So we were holding it. So till the moment we are holding this, I think we are in a very good potential area. If we lose this, because now my problem is we have a lot number of dodges here. A lot number of dodges, meaning that market is not sure what to do at this time. They are practically waiting for some big catalyst, and that catalyst is coming not next week, but next week from FOMC. So we may have big numbers from big companies this week, but we may not break out. There may be individual stock big moves, but from an index point of view, I think we'll be still in a very conservative state. Will neither break above 4170 or neither break down below 4100. So this range, 4170 to 4100, is the range where we need to trade. The moment we come near 4100, we should try to add. The moment we come near 4170, we need to exit. In between, we have a very important support, which is the 12 EMA, which is 4147. It's held on the closing basis for quite some time. The moment we lose it, and the moment we lose 4135 now, things will get aggressive on the decline side. But again, aggressive doesn't mean that it's going to be one-way slide. We have 4098, 4070 as our two main support areas. So I don't think at this moment we are going below this number. Maybe next to next week, once we have clarity from FMC, we may have a sell-off before that, or we may have a breakout before that. You never know. But right now, everything is setting up for a bull flag. Uh, so I'll take that into cognizance. The bull flag will fail if we lose 4135 on the closing basis. Hi Vivek, hi Ajay. So if I see, look at the DMI. DMI is 20 on the green line, and the strength here is about 20, 19.85. So if you look at my labels here, I'm showing the DMI on daily basis is positive to neutral. So it's not showing me any weakness at all. And if you look at the global markets, let me open that. Investing.com. Major indices. If you look at all these European indexes, they're not far from their what you call all-time highs. 16,400 is about DEX, 8,100 on FTSE, about 76, 7,700 on CAC. And if we come down to Nikkei was 30,000, so it's about 28,000. Hang Seng is about 23,000, so it's about 20,000. Indian market is about 18,500, 17,600. So we are not that far from all-time highs from all these markets. Only in America, we are about 15% or more uh, away from our all-time highs. Like our all-time high is 4,800, and we are now at about 4140, 4150 area. So there's a potential here. I think everybody is talking about significant cool off. Yes, it will happen, but we don't know when. So as of now, I think we can start that significant sell off if we lose this 4098, 4075 area. Otherwise, we'll still congest. There will be stock specific moves, and then from that stock specific move, we need to find the specific ticker which we need to trade on. Trading index is going to be really crazy because even if you try one lot, two lot in futures, or maybe like one, two lots in the option, the crazy 10, 15 point moves over a 5 second, 20-second period, it's really, really difficult to trade. If you have a stop loss, it will eat your stop loss. If you have option, it will kill the premium of an option. So I'll recommend better to go for a stock specific option or a stock as an equity rather than trading futures, because it's going to be really difficult to trade futures at this time. So from a Kinishi point of view, the flat top is there. You can clearly see flat top is a top which indicates you that the bearish momentum is there. But the only caveat here is we need to make a newer low. For the last 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, we made lower lows, we made lower highs. So if we break 4135, I would go short here. Otherwise, I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold and I will try long at this. And if you look back at my sheet, last for Friday, I mentioned that if ES breaks 4137 and makes a low, and then come back above 4147, go long. So I tried a long right here and it worked out. It went on to make 4155, 4160. So about 20 points from the base. So even today, I'm going to keep it as neutral because the Heikinishi is telling me that, yes, there's a flat top. So I'm not making it as a positive move. So, and I'll be positive once I have like a flat base and this goes about 25, 25. Right now it's 20 and 19. So I will say neutral. I would like to go long above 4147. So buy near 4147, which is a 12 EMA. Stop loss is the low of Friday, 4135. So I will make 4135. Again, the possibility of a fake breakdown can happen if we break below 4135, make a new low, and then come back above 4140, go long. From a target point of view, 4170 is an area where it has struggled. It will need some really big catalyst here to break it. So looking forward to FOMC to break this or break down. Next is 4210, which is the previous high from the candles. So going back to the normal candle structure, this was 42.8. So I'm expecting the first level of resistance after breaking above 4170 is 4210. And if you see in all these cases, we managed to do intraday high, but we were not able to close above 4170. So any day in the following week, if you see a closing above 4170, that is a point where you need to take your positions for swing. It can really break out from here. Okay. On the short side, I would only sell below 4135, 4147, 4098. That's a 34 EMA right there on the screen. That's the next support, 4072. So it's stiff resistance. big support of 12 EMA, which is 4147. So as of now, it's held. And if you see that the 12 EMA is playing significant role, uh, we might drop intraday, we might drop and test this long-term trend line. As of now, we have done this test multiple times, 1, 2, 3. So if we lose 4135, the probability of going quickly is there. And that's why my probability on the short side is much higher, to 60% if 4135 is gone. If that's gone on intraday basis, I will not try to catch the falling knife. I will only short from here. Now, in case 4135 goes, make 4134 and come back to 4140, that's a fake breakdown and I will go long instead. But if it sustains below 4135 for 15 minutes, candle close, I'm not going long at all. That's on ES. NQ. NQ coming to very important support of 13,000. The 13,000 is an area where uh, it is consolidating really well. Again, if you look at from a long-term perspective, it's holding 13,000. So it's kind of a bull flag, similar to ES. But in ES, the top is capped here, the bottom is capped to 13,000. So I'm not going to take a chance as of now. If I have to go long, I will go long only above 13,100. And 13,100 is the 12 EMA. I'm giving this as neutral because it is below 12 EMA. The EMA is dying. So I'm more inclined towards shorting on the triple Q than towards ES. So in this case, if we like we have 2 days from Microsoft and Google. So if we have to wait, I think Microsoft and Google will define whether we break above 12 EMA or we break below 34 EMA. 34 EMA, we have some significant support at 12,800 and then 12,600. If we go higher than 12,100, we are open towards 14,000. So we have 13,300, 13,550, and then 14,000 in a straight line. So I'm really looking forward to Microsoft and Google's result. So as of now, the market is neutral. It's making a test of this 13,000 and the test has been done really significantly. So I am keeping 13,000, 13,017 is my stop loss. 13,000, which is my Fibonacci area. That's my stop loss. And next, I'm looking forward for the target. If I can cross 13,166, looking at the price, and then 13,300. I'm giving it 40% to 60%. Short, I'm not going to short right here. I will short right below 13,017. Once I lose this area, only then I'll be confident that yes, I can go shorts. So below 13,000, my first target is 12,925, which has provided some significant support, and then 12,800. My stop loss is 13,075. So there is a zone between 13,000 to 13,100, which I would avoid to do any trades on the futures. So either wait for 13,100 to go above and sustain, or wait for 13,017 to break and sustain below. Once we do this, we will have much more clarity on going long. Same thing, if NQ breaks low and come back above 1330, try long, the fake breakdown. It has lost 12 EMA, so it's in the weak side. That's why it's 40-60 ratio. Triple Q follows exactly NQ. So it is showing me a hammer, but again, it's not able to breach that 12 EMA. So as I said, I'm waiting for Microsoft and Google results to break it or break down in this area. So I will only try long above 317, 316 area. 317, 316, or let's make it 317. So if we want to go long, try above 317. Targets are pretty much the same because we are in the same zone. So, and all this is getting ready for a very big, massive multi-day trend move. This congestion in the last 1 month or so is going to lead to a very good breakout or a breakdown. If I have to go short, I would short below 314.75. I'm going to keep 316 as my stop loss. 313, the first Fibonacci level. 311, the 34 EMA, and 307, the Fibonacci level of 50% retracement. So all in all, the same setup. Now let's go to the stock specific action. Apple. So Apple has a dodgy again. It tested the 12 EMA and made a gravestone dodgy. If you look at the weekly candle on Apple, it's a dodgy right on the top, which is really, really bad. Because when we have a dodgy on the top, it gives me a potential evening star setup. Now, tomorrow, if it goes below 164, that's the first strike for me to go short on Apple towards 161, 157 area. So Apple, I am short. So 164 is the prime area, and sell can be aggressive. It is potential evening star on weekly, and these are massive candle patterns. Evening star and morning star are one of my favorite patterns, and if they're coming up on a weekly candle or a monthly candle, that means they are really, really massive. So it can be aggressive. Sell, I will increase this to 60%. Targets are pretty much defined here, the same. On the positive side, I am neutral. If I have to buy, I'll buy above 166 for 167. Buy, I would say buy above 166. Yes. So Apple, I'm neutral to short. My inclination is to short if it goes below 164, and selling can get aggressive towards 161, 157.50 area on Apple. The setup is evening star on the weekly. AMD. So AMD on Friday could not break above 89.60, and now it's going for a retracement of 86. The momentum is really weak on AMD. It lost. See, it tried to break 23, failed. It tried to hold 38, it failed. It tried to hold 50, it's failed, and now it's coming for 61. 86 is an area where I would be very confident that it should hold, and it should do a back test here before a significant move higher. Now, should I short it here? Probably. Should I wait for it to come in this area and try long? That would be a really good area as well. But if you look at the DMI here, the strength is, the negative momentum is up, then the upward momentum, but there's hardly any strength in that piece. So I'm not going to short this, but I would love to add it with a stop loss of 86. So AMD, my stop loss is 86. If it dips, buy and dip towards 87, 88, I'll be a buyer here. I'm not selling it below 86 now because I'm looking to add a dip in this case. So that's my AMD. Then we have Amazon. Amazon on Friday broke out really nicely, and it managed to hold on to that 61.8 Fibonacci. The strength is really coming in Amazon. So if it holds that 105.86, we should see 111, 112 area, the area right we had before the earnings of Amazon. So I'll be looking forward to one. See if we can break this 19110 area, we can have really big movement in Amazon. So let me just show you right here. So we have gaps which needs to be filled on the high side, 114, 115. A clear of 19, 110 area can open legs for 120, 114, 130. These are the gaps which needs to be filled. 125. I'm very much bullish on Amazon. Uh, they have the numbers coming this week, so we can try a pre-ER run into Amazon. My stop loss is strict 61.8 Fibonacci, which is 105.85. Anytime it loses this, I'm not keeping long position in Amazon. Okay. So let's go to Amazon. Amazon is bullish. My stop loss is 105.85. Buy in the dip if you can get between 106, or buy in dip to 106, 106.50, 108.81. If we can break that, we could actually hit 111 and 114. 111.75 and 114. So it's a breakout after a good consolidation. So let's keep this in mind. BA, Boeing is, if you look, it shows a potential evening stars. Okay. But I'm not so positive on that evening star because there's hardly any strength on this move. It came down multiple times into this area and then has really bounced. Also, it is holding this gap for quite a long time between 190 and 192-ish area. So either it will lose this gap, come down here, or it's going to break out, because this is a 4 month of consolidation. It moved really well in one direction, and now it's a 4 month of consolidation. So we need to be very careful. If it breaks down, that breakdown will be massive. If it breaks out, that breakout could be really, really aggressive. So after a good one-sided directional move, it's consolidating well. Again, it's a bull flag. If you see from a longer term perspective, it's a bull flag right there. If you see from a weekly candle, it's right in this zone. It's an inside week. Again, it's holding that 12 EMA on the weekly, which is really good. And it's the moment it crosses this line, there could be a massive breakout or a breakdown. As of now, I am bullish. So I'm going to take a bullish view here. But this is evening star. But we are not at the top. But if you want to try from here, that's the top. I would try along with a dip buy on BA. I would like to try a dip at keeping stop loss of 200. I would like to see a dip at 202, 203. If it comes in this area, I'll try to buy the dip. I would sell below 200. And it's a evening star as well. So I'm not trying to buy this upfront. If it comes into this range, I will say 201 to 202. If it comes into this range, only then I'm looking to buy this. Otherwise, I'm avoiding BA. ITSI, ITSI has both inside week and inside day. And last time when we talked about ITSI, it's holding this area. It's trying its best to break this 12 EMA horizon. I think it's waiting for Amazon number. Amazon numbers can really push this ITSI really higher. And if you look at the weekly candles as well, it's like we came from the top straight line and we are now making dodgies. So here we were sure that we are short. Here we are not sure because we are making dodgies, and that's a reversal. So tomorrow, if we can break about 12 EMA, it's will be one of my potential best setups for this week. If you want to trade Amazon, trade Amazon. If you want to trade ITSI instead of Amazon, that will be really good. Now, 103.25 is really good. I am positive on ITSI. And it's an inside week, inside day. All these are there. 70% I'm bullish and I'm marking this in blue color. I'm really looking forward for ITSI this week. IWM, I'm going to remove it for now. We'll come back to IWM. Google. Google also made a dodgy right here. It's an inside day, but it's also made a dodgy. So if we start to lose 105 on Google, it can make an evening star, potential evening star on daily. So Google, I will add one more row for Google. Usually I do not do that, but it's looking like that. So on the short side, if it loses 104.75, sell below 104.75. My stop loss is this Fibonacci 105.60. Target will be 102.46, 250, 101.90. Possibility is there. It's an inside day down and evening star on daily. I'm giving it 40% because this is not an evening star at the top. It's in the middle, so may not have that kind of strength. On the positive side, I would love to try above the Fibonacci level. If I can break above the Fibonacci level, 107, 108. 107, 100, yeah, the levels are good. So on the positive side, the levels are all good for Google. Meta on Friday tried to bounce. I'm still not positive on Meta because it is below the 12 EMA and has not tested the 34 EMA for a very long time. There are some exuberant number of gaps on Meta. Has earning this week. The gaps right here. That's a massive gap also. Also, if you look from right here, from January, it has not even tested once 34 EMA. It has lost the 12 EMA. So if market has to go down, Meta could be a very big contributor to that. Momentum side of you. So I am going to sell Meta for 214 stop loss. 214, yeah, sell below 212.75. I will say sell on rise rather than sell below. Sell on rise. 213, 214. If it comes into this area, just sell it. Target is there. Microsoft also like it lost LEM and now it's trying to hold here. So till the moment it's below 12 EMA, I think there's a possibility of hitting 278, which is 34 EMA. Exactly similar structure to Meta. So if I am not long in Meta, I cannot be long in Microsoft either. They have earnings. It has really moved significantly from the last earnings from 230 to 290, struggling at 291 area, which is another Fibonacci. If I go back into my 5-year candle, right here, 291.70, 291.80. It's very, very important area for Microsoft to fail. And like, I do not remove my Fibonacci levels ever. So if you see, these levels are binding perfectly. We failed here once, twice, thrice. We failed here, we failed here. So this is kind of a triple top. Or if you want to see a long-term chart, this becomes inverted head and shoulders one side. So we need to go back at least to 259 and come back. Then it will make a move. So right now, I'm not confident on Microsoft at all. So I'm looking forward for 281, 278. Microsoft sell below 286. I think everything is fine for Microsoft. 278. Lost 12 EMA. Okay. Then we have Netflix. Netflix, since the earnings have came out, it's trying to hold and it's trying to backtest the 34 EMA. There's an inside day right here, and because of the positive cash flow, you see we are going up. We are making higher highs. Even the market is going lower. We are making higher highs, and we are trying to fill the gap of the earnings, which which we did. Now, once we cross 333, 334 area, I think Netflix has really good move pending to 348. So keep an eye on Netflix. I'll be a buyer on any dip on Netflix till the moment that 320 area is defended. This is the Fibonacci area, and I would like to add Netflix on a dip. So if it comes to 324, 322, and Netflix can open gap down really easily. So 319, 320 is really, really good area for Netflix. In inside day, it still is an inside day on Netflix. So the levels are there. I would say buy in the dip or buy above 334. Target is 348. Nvidia. This one stock I have no answers. It's bearish in setup. It broke down a little bit, but then somehow it manages to bounce. So the only big company which is making leverage of AI after Microsoft is Nvidia. Now, Nvidia is holding the 12 EMA, tested the 12 EMA multiple times. Now it's holding right below this area. So if it manages to go higher, that's fine. But if it loses that 12 EMA one more time, I think it can easily come and test this 34 EMA, something similar to Microsoft and Meta. So I am still inclined to short Nvidia, and my targets are 260 and 265 and 260. Buy only about 275. If it goes above 275, yes, go and buy that. Snow. Snow is holding this 142, 143 area, and now it's holding about 12 and 34. It's a massive breakout. For me, it's one thing which can really break out very large this week is Snow. Keep an eye on this. I think 143, 144 is a significant stop loss now. So 143, if you get a dip, and again, the dips are possible because the futures are down. So 143, 144, you get it, try a dip. This is inside day, inside week. So very good possibility of breaking out. I'm marking this as positive on my sheet. The levels are right there. above 154 because this moves aggressively. Above 154, it's 162. Coin, I don't know what to do with coin. It never moved up with the Bitcoin moving up, and now it's going with. So the trend is negative on Bitcoin, and the trend is negative on coin as well. It's coming to its long-term support, which is 56, 57. So if I have to short, I'll go for a short right here. Uh, I would keep 60 as my stop loss. Sell on rise towards 60 if we can get 60. Target is 56.60 and 53.75. You can do coin or you can do Royd or Mara, whatever you want. It's a breakdown. So then we have favorite Tesla. Tesla manages to hold on to this 161 Fibonacci area, which is 161. See, 161% on 161 price. So this is really, really important area. There's a massive gap which needs to be filled. I don't know when it can be filled. There's a positive catalyst only then. But if it goes above 166, I will try long. If it goes below 163, I will short. Yeah, so the levels are same for Tesla. Now, I have one ticker. Fine, I have 54-ish. Yes. PayPal, I can look at PayPal. But PayPal is not moving. It's still in the range, consolidating. I wanted to do Shopify or CMG. PayPal is not giving any conclusive moves at all. So I'm avoiding PayPal for now. So instead, I'm doing Shopify. Shopify is something like even after their bad earnings, they just got decimated down and now they're reviving up. So from right there, it just came down. Now they are into the gap, right? So in this case, if shop comes to 47, 40, 47, 43 area, the shop is really positive. First of all, my stop loss is 47, 43, which is the 12 EMI market. My targets are 51 on Shopify and 54, 51, 54. They have good cash flow. They have orders uh, coming up to them really big. So good moves, a good relative strength. Again, buy near 47. It closed at 48, 49. So 48 area, if you can get, that will be really, really good on Shopify. So guys, this is the list of tickers which I'm looking at. One last ticker which I wanted to add, maybe let me add that. Let me add Costco. So if you look at Costco's stock, and even clearly see that it's building a very extreme consolidation in Costco. Okay. And every time it goes here, comes down, it goes here, comes down, goes here, comes down. So there's a high possibility that something is about to happen. So if market goes lower from here, I think there's a high potential for Costco to break out in that time. So let's draw a line here. Let's ignore this one. Let's start from here. properties. I'll mark this as blue. Width as 3. You see the top is right there and it's crossing the top. Even right now, it tested that top. And on the bottom, something is about to happen on Costco. That's what I'm looking at. So it's in a very tight range. It may come down to 501. I'll definitely be a buyer on Costco. One CMG has earnings, and I would give you a what do you call it, a butterfly in CMG. Chart wise CMG, there's nothing to watch. It just runs and it runs. It's like McDonald's. If it runs, it runs. So CMG will figure out a butterfly, but Costco, if it comes to 501, I will try a long. If it loses 501, I would short this. So Costco is positive for me. My stop loss is 497. And I'm looking to 511, 512, 521. 512, 521. And buy near 501, 502. So if there's an opportunity in Costco to come at this price, or if it goes above 511, 512, I'll be a buyer on Costco. That's it, guys. Let me just. Guys, if you have any questions, do let me know. I'm going to share the Zoom link with you all now. In the YouTube chat. If you want to share your screen, if you want to share your thoughts, come forward. Where is my YouTube? I'm supposed to sign in. TJ, Baba is not bearish. Baba, thank you, Sandra. Baba is not bearish. I'm not doing Baba because it's more on news. Baba has come down to 87 area. I think 87 area is a good area for it to hold. I'm not inclined to short Baba at all. So anybody who has any questions, you can let me know. I'll try to give you the screen and you can share your thoughts. Anybody who wants to join. So I have, yes, Mr. Sonu.
Hello, Naval Paji, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Okay, I'm good, brother. Thank you. Two questions for you. One was ES. Can we please open ES chart? On the weekly, you had mentioned that it was making a dodgy. This was last week you had mentioned, and you were thinking it is setting up for an evening star. Does that thesis still hold or no?
It's not a like a conclusive dodgy because it has a good body. But if you go back to a monthly candle, let me add 1 month time frame as well. If you look at a monthly candle, it's setting up for that.
Evening star.
Possible evening star, yes.
Okay, but you would not.
Weekly, it was not, because we have some body here.
Okay. Okay. So you will not conclusively call it. Okay, got it. Okay. And the second thing is your on any ticker, you have these red arrows and the green arrows. Can you just explain them and what is the significance of these?
They are
Yes.
not green arrows, red arrows. These are simply like if you go and add 12 EMA, 34 EMA, and in your studies, you go there, you can choose whatever you want, up signal, down signal. That's it.
Okay.
You need to just read about them, what they are, and it will plot them.
Okay, I do have 12 and 34, but okay, I don't think I've added this up signal and down signal. Okay, got it. Thank you.
No problems. What about AI? Mugdha, what about AI? See, if you're talking about C3 AI, I do not trade these stocks. A stock which can move from $1 to 34 and then come back to 20, then that's not my ticker. I am reluctant to trade those. I have tried them in the past, have been really, really bad trading them. So I really do not trade them. I do not recommend them. If you want to try them, it's your prerogative. I'll not even go there into AI. Anyone else? ENPH, like I don't know why you are stuck with these companies. So 219, 220 was a area where we talked last time that if it comes here, there's a good support. It's holding that Fibonacci support. There's a good supply area until 233, meaning that the sellers are there. Either let it come to 214, 215 or wait for 234. There's no trade in between for ENPH. And triple E. And again, guys, I want you to bring your charts rather than me telling you these tickers. NE, I don't have any views on NE because I do not trade this stock at all. Let me just make the chart. $79 is a good resistance. 79.25. Above that is 81. 77, 78 is good support. Walmart, see, DJ, Walmart, Costco, they both can run. That's why I choose Costco over Walmart, because Costco can actually run much more than Walmart. But yes, they're good. KO. Guys, one thing I would recommend that all these companies like Walmart, KO, or this is setting up an inverted head and shoulders for KO. We have Pepsi earnings this week, and I don't know what they had earnings on Friday or not. Let me just check. Thank you, Cowboy. So I really don't know whether they had earnings. They have earnings tomorrow. So with earnings, if it cools off to 63, I'll not be surprised. Thank you very much. So 63 is a good area to add Coca-Cola. But yes, it's a good long-term inverted head and shoulders vector. So I would keep 63 as my stop loss and look forward for higher moves on KO. Last one is DKNG. DKNG is doing really good. It's breaking out. So now DKNG, yes, I think DKNG can move towards 24 to 27 area. Thanks, Vasudha. DKNG can move from here. Summers is coming, so the sports events, the betting will go higher, and the strength is really getting stronger in DKNG. So yes, any dip should be bought with 21 as a stop loss. Yep, that's right. I do not have 557. I'm looking at 521 right now, but if it breaks out, it will be much more than 557. So guys, anybody else has any question? Otherwise, I'm gonna sign off and say good night to all of you. I do this every night, Cowboy. I do this every night. That's great, Sandra. Do you want to join Sandra on the call? If you want to join, I've shared the Zoom link. If you have any tickers in mind you want to share. I'll wait because I think there's a lag between what I speak and what you get on YouTube. So let me just look at the market watch. It's holding 40 with 45. All right, guys. Thank you for joining in. I'll see you tomorrow night. And let's hit Microsoft and Google with some good trade setups. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.